Okay, perfect. So today we start in child's pose for a change. So you can keep your thighs together, or if it's easier for you to keep them open, that allows a bit more space for the belly and for the chest to come closer to the ground. You can do that. And then allow your arms to be fully relaxed so that your elbows are supported on the ground. Relax your wrists and your fingers. Soften the shoulders. Relax the chest and the belly. Allow your forehead to be heavy on the ground. And if you wish, you can roll the head left and right, massaging gently the forehead. And again, imagine that you are pouring down all of your contents from your head into the earth, all of your thoughts, your projects, your worries. Just release them, relax into the ground. And place your attention on your inhalation and exhalation. Follow the path of your breath. Notice if you're breathing into the belly or more into your chest. Just observing without any judgment, and continue to breathe easy, gentle breaths. In and out through the nose. Or if you feel you have a little bit of pent-up tension or unwanted energy, you can exhale through the mouth, side out. Feel the support of the earth. The heaviness of your body. Allowing all of its weight to drop down. Release and let go. And slowly here, let's place our attention on the belly and the lower back. And when you next inhale, expand into this area. Just imagine there is a bowl in the area of your belly, lower back, side, waist. Inhale, expand. And exhale, release. Pull the belly in. Continue a few more breaths into the belly, into your kidneys, lower back, and the lower part of your waist. And then slowly move your attention towards the lower rib cage and the middle of your back. And continue to breathe in and out, this time into this. Expand. Expand 3D. So towards the floor, towards the sky, sideways, and even up towards the head and down towards your tailbone. Feel the spaces between the ribs expanding, opening up every time you exhale, and relaxing, releasing, contracting every time you exhale. And then move your awareness to the top of the rib cage, your chest, your heart, your shoulders, even the collarbones, and start bringing the breath all the way up there. Continuing to expand between the ribs in this kind of, it's even 4D, not 3D. Sideways, down and up, and lengthwise towards the crown and towards your tailbone. Or maybe it's 3D. And then to complete the breath cycle here, let's take 3 deep full inhalations. First into your belly and your lower back, into the kidneys. Then moving up towards the middle part of the body, the rib cage, the middle back, ending by expanding the chest, the heart, the shoulders, all the way towards the crown. And then exhaling the opposite way. So contracting your chest, the middle part, the torso, and then the belly. 2 more breaths like this. And then when you've completed your last cycle, you can start slowly coming up, looking forwards. You can keep the eyes closed and then walk your hands towards the right. Reach as far as it's comfortable without lifting your hips. Make sure your left heel and left buttock are close. And then here, feel into the left side of the body, feel into the length. Feel spacious along your left hip, left waist, left rib cage, armpit, all the way to the left fingertips. If you want to walk them even further and place the left hand on the right hand, you can do that. So we're still in the same direction, over to the right, breathing into the left side. Continue to breathe. Deep yogic inhalation and exhalation. And if the arms are in front, stretching them to the right And then slowly walk the middle and towards the left. Relax the forehead. Keep your right buttock close to your right heel. And feel the length of the right side of the body. From your hip into the waist, right rib cage, right armpit, right fingertips, and then maybe right hand on top of the left hand for a slightly deeper stretch. Final couple of breaths. And when you've completed them, slowly come back towards the middle. And then from here, inhale, coming towards all fours, but then dropping the hips down, lifting your up, and coming into a gentle back bend. A variation of cat-cow. If you prefer cat-cow, you can do that. And then stretch back, child's pose. Inhale, round the back, coming forwards. And then drop the belly. Open the heart, shoulders back, look up. 2 more times in your own rhythm. Synchronize with the breath. Inhaling when you come. And lift the heart. Exhaling when you round the back. And sink backwards. And next time you come towards the middle, let's meet in neutral spine. And then let's turn the palms back. So fingers pointing back towards your knees. And then slowly bring your hips towards your heels. All the way down, but feel the stretch along the fronts of your arms. So James, if you can, turn those fingers even more back towards your knees. Yeah, so I'm trying to warm up the wrists today because we'll be using them quite a bit in the side plank. So try not to lift the heel of your wrist, not wrist, palm, away from the floor. And then let's sit down on our heels and make fists and touch your hands like so. Now place this back part of your hands on the floor in front of you. And then lift your hips away from your heels and try to straighten the arms. You won't be able to straighten, but see how far you can get and feel the stretch along the backs of your arms. Maybe you don't even need to lift the hips. You can sit down but try and straighten. Yeah. Take a couple of breaths into the backs of these arms, forearms. And then slowly let's come up and let's do a few wrist circles, yeah? Exploring the range of motion, waking up the joints, and the other way. Good. And let's shake. Okay, let's come up on our knees so that your knees are underneath your hips. And then from here, let's stretch the left leg to the side. Now the left leg to the side and the left foot pointing forwards. Yeah? Good. Stretching the arms. You're going to exhale and bring your right hand down on the floor or maybe on a block if it's too much. You can also cup the floor with your fingers. Yeah. Best if you try to have the entire palm on the floor and really push the floor away and hollow your armpit. Here, let's turn the eye of your elbow, so this is that part of your elbow, so that it is facing the space between your thumb and your index finger, yeah? So this part, good. Stretch the arm, lengthen through the entire waist and press the outer edge of your foot into the floor. Good. On your next inhale, stretch the arm above your head and make single line of energy from your fingertips down to your heel. Good. Now, I'd like you to engage the core, pull the belly in, and on your next inhale, without pushing the floor too much, coming all the way up, and stretching your left hand along the left thigh. Keep that belly engaged, pull it in. And then slowly, let's transition back towards the other side. Hand down, stretch the left arm over the head. Next inhale, engage the core, come up. Stretch the other side, very good. Last time, exhale. And from here, transfer the weight over your bottom knee and gently lift your left leg off the floor. Again, stretch in both directions. Make that leg really strong. It will help if you flex the foot. And then exhale, release it. Good. Now again, check that your bow is pointing in that direction between your index and thumb. Yeah. Pull the belly in. And then from here, we're going to try and lift the knee away from the floor just for a second. Release it. Now, pushing the floor with your right hand and lifting the hips up, release. One more. Excellent. And inhale, using your core, coming all the way up. And let's change sides. So, stretching your right leg. Your right foot should be pointing forwards, and make sure that you are touching the floor with the outer edge of the foot. Inhale, straighten the arms. And then exhale. Your left hand coming down towards the floor. So adjust the shoulder so it's over your wrist, and then the eye of your elbow between your index and thumb. So we'll be repeating this a lot of times today. Stretching the back leg, opening the chest. Inhale, engage the core, come up. Stretch the right arm along the right leg, bend, lengthen. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale. Feel the sides of your body working, gaining strength. And let's stay here. This time we're going to lengthen the right arm by your face. Turn the palm back. Lengthen from your fingertips to your heel. Very good. And then let's transfer the weight over the left knee and lift the right leg. Flex the foot. Engage the core. Lengthen. Long, long, long right side of the body. Very good. Excellent. Open the top shoulder. One more breath. And then release the foot. Now from here, you're going to press the floor with your left palm And then you're going to lift the knee for a second and then release it. Good. Lift, release. Last time. Release and inhale. Let's come up. Good. And again, coming to all fours. From here, we're going to tuck the toes under and come slowly into your first downward dog. Do whatever you need to do here. Legs, walk the dog. If you need to, turn hips side to side. If you prefer to go for a few back bends, come down towards the floor in up dog, and then come back. Free movement for the next 5 breaths. Engage Ujjayi breath, contracting the back of your throat. Good. And let's all meet in a still downward facing dog. And on our next inhale, let's bring the right leg up towards the sky. Stretch the heel, press your hands down, chest towards your thigh. Let's do 5 circles with the ankle in one direction and 5 in the other. Good. And then from here, exhale, bring your knee towards your chest, transfer the weight, coming over your wrists, between your hands. Transfer the weight on your left palm, cup your right finger, step through. Okay, move a few times forwards and back. Up and down. Good. And from here, let's straighten the front leg a few times in a dynamic stretch. Use the blocks. Good. And then let's stay in the upward position, pyramid. The back heel is off the floor. The spine is long. With your right thumb, you can go into your right hip crease and just gently roll your right hip back and lengthen through the spine. Very good. One more breath. And then exhale. Bend the front knee. Good. Now place your left hand next to your right foot and bring your left shoulder towards your right knee without opening the knee. Keep everything engaged towards the middle of the body. Lengthen. Good. Open the chest. Good. Taking another breath here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to walk that right foot a little bit more forwards. And then you're going to rotate so you're on the outer edge of your back foot. Yeah? Outer edge of the back foot. Once you're there, relax your hips down towards the ground and then push them up. So James, walk your right foot like toe, heel, the front and towards the middle between your hand and your foot. And you need to turn the body to the right. Okay, good. And let's just have a little rest here. Maybe drop the back knee and then I'll explain the next progression from here. So we are again going to be up here on the outer edge, and then we're going to toe heel, toe heel, toe heel, and then come to your toes and lift as high as you can, but still you're helping your body with the toes. Yeah, this is option one. Option two is to try and bring the toes behind and forward very quickly. Behind and forward. Okay, so let's set up. From here, toe heel the foot further back. And once you've got a comfortable position, bring the foot a little closer to the body and press your toes down. This will help you to press your hips up. On your toes, James, yeah? Your right foot a bit closer to the back leg. Good. Now stay here, or if you want to try as if it's very hot in front of you, oops, and you step forward, oops, and then you step back. And then when you've had enough, come forwards towards a plank. And then press yourself back up in downward facing dog. Good. Optional vinyasa here. Or if you like, stay in down dog or rest in child's pose. And slowly. So, meeting in down dog for a couple of breaths or rest a little longer in child's pose. Okay, very good. Now let's all meet in down dog and prepare to do the other side. Inhale, stretching your left leg up. Flex the foot. Lift the heel to the sky. Bring the chest towards your thigh. Both arms are straight. Lift the arches of your palms as if there's little fluffy cheeks underneath your palm and you don't want to squash them. And then exhale. Oh, let's do the ankle rotation 5 times in one direction and 5 times in the other. And then when you exhale, bend the knee, transfer the weight, bring the knee high towards the chest, lean towards the right hand, cup your left fingers and step, and then move forwards and back, up and down a few times. And then from here, let's go towards the dynamic pyramid, stretch to runner's lunge, pyramid, exhale, move down to runner's lunge, just a couple more. And then from here, let's stay in pyramid for the next few breaths. So again, you can use your right thumb to press your right hip crease and push your right hip gently backwards. Lengthen the spine, roll your shoulders back. And continue to breathe. Very good. And then on your next exhale, you're going to bend the front knee and prepare for a twist. So your right hand is close to your left foot. And then your right shoulders move towards the midline, and also the left knee moves towards the midline. So I'm going to turn again and show you. So we don't want that, yeah? We want everything to be together. And stacking the left arm on top. Good. And then slowly let's toe heel this left foot towards the middle between your right hand and left foot, and turn to on the outer edge of your left foot. Yeah, you're on the outer edge of your back foot. James, your hand and your front foot need to be very, well, not now, sorry. Yeah, that's it, on the outer edge. And then drop your hips towards the ground and push them up. Drop them down, push them up. Yeah, that's it. Drop them down, push them up. Here, if you need a little rest, take a little rest. Maybe drop the back knee down on the floor. And again, I'll remind you the next step. So the next step, again, the outer edge of your back foot, pressing down, moving your foot a little bit closer towards the bottom leg and towards the body, and coming on your toes. So this is option one, staying here. Option two, if you want to try and transfer behind and in front. Behind and in front. Now while you're doing that, check to see if your shoulder is over your wrist. For those of you who have problems with the wrists, this position is not very good because your wrist is very flexed. Move your shoulder back, just a little bit back from the wrist, and really engage that shoulder. Hollow your armpit, and you don't want to drop into the shoulder. You lift away from the shoulder. Lift away. Good. Give it another try. And when you're ready, let's all meet in a child's pose just for a few breaths. Relax the shoulders. Relax the head. If it feels better to bring the arms by the side of the body and soften the shoulders, do that. Yeah, if you need to exhale through the mouth, that's a good idea. Side plank is not an easy pose. So taking a few more breaths before we attempt any more variation plank through a little flow. So a couple more breaths before we come up. Let's tuck the toes under and inhale into downward facing dog. Here to make it even with the other side, optional vinyasa, or stretch the body in down dog for another few breaths. Good. Let's inhale, come on your toes, transfer your shoulders a little more forwards, look between your hands, spread your fingers. And then bending the knees, bringing the body close to your thighs. Look forwards, and at the end of your exhale, you're going to jump up and forwards. As light as possible, coming to a halfway lift. Really turning your tailbone up to the sky, shoulders back, head forwards. Very good. Keep breathing. Lengthen the neck. One more breath. And exhale, release into full forward fold. And then slowly, we're going to come up vertebra by vertebra. Roll the shoulders back. Finish by coming into a Gentle back bend. Tailbone is tucked. The core is engaged. Lift the heart instead of dropping it down. And slowly come back to the center. Very good. From here, we're going to come into a chair pose. Inhale, sweep the arms down and up. Send your hips back. Knees and ankles together. Keep squeezing your legs as if they're one leg. James, move your knees together, your ankles together. Sit a little lower. Take another breath. And exhale, bring the prayer in front of the heart. Now let's bring your left elbow behind the right knee and press the right palm down. Yeah, that's it. So again, if you look at me from the front, I'm not like that. There is not this big space between my chest and my hands. The prayer is closer, but also the top shoulder is kind of over the bottom shoulder. Very good. Now gently press your left hip back. Very nice. And on your next exhale, look down and slowly bring your left foot away from the floor. And either stay here or try and lengthen it, straighten it. Stay as long as you can. Breath or 2 or 3. And when you can no longer balance, step. Very good. Now again, adjust your prayer, lengthen the spine. Back leg is strong. Top shoulder is open. One more breath. And exhale, release. Good. From here, straightening the front leg, back heel on the floor. Prepare for triangle pose. Top shoulder opens, top arm stretches. If you take less support with your hand, you're going to work your core harder. Very good. One more breath. And then exhale, bend the front knee. Support the elbow. Sink that hip a little lower. So when you turn, you can see the outer edge of your back foot. Stretch the arm so it's in line with the leg. James, bend the front knee and then support your elbow. Yeah, that's it. Turn, revolve the left rib cage towards the sky. Good, one more breath. Lengthen, lengthen. And then exhale. Place your left hand on your hips. You can shift your left hip a little higher and then back leg a little closer. Find the floor or your block diagonally away from your little toe. Yeah? Then become light. Engage the core. Transfer the weight on your right foot. And stretch the left leg so that it's parallel to the floor. Flex the toes, turn the toes and your knee forwards. James, turn the toes towards the left, not down, out. Yeah, that's it. Very good. It's okay if you lose balance. Oops. Take another breath. And then slowly you're going to release arm and leg into a forward fold. Excellent. Here, let's inhale halfway. Let's exhale, full forward fold. Find the floor, both hands flat on the floor, the entire palm. You bend the knees if you need to. And then let's jump back and go through vinyasa. Exhaling in down dog. Inhale on your tippy toes, look forwards. Exhale, start bending the knees. At the end of your exhale, jump. Halfway. Exhale, full forward fold. And And slowly inhale to come all the way up. Maybe finish with a gentle back bend. And coming to center. Very good. Take a few breaths. If you need to shake the body, we do the other side. So, feet together, knees together. Sit, hips back, swing the arms back down for your chair. Lengthen through the spine. Look up, inhale, and on your next exhale, bring the prayer towards the chest. This time, the right elbow behind the left knee. Press the top palm. This will help you align the left shoulder over the right. Bring the prayer closer to the heart. Good. Left hip forwards. Long spine, long waist. Very good. One more breath. And when you exhale, look down. Squeeze the knees together. Lift the right foot off the floor, flamingo style. And if you can, stretch the right leg back. For 1 to 3 breaths, keep your focus. And when you're ready, step back. Here you can readjust. So with your left hand, you can bring the left knee in. And then you can bring the left elbow even lower. Good. Prayer towards the heart. Back leg is really straight and strong. Heel to the back, crown to the front. Long waist. Revolve the left rib cage. One more breath. And exhale. Frame the front foot. Good. Preparing for triangle. Straightening the front leg. Back heel down on the floor. Engage the core. Lift the torso up. Make sure the bum is not sticking out. Yeah? So, I don't want you to go for the floor. It's not important that you reach down. I'd like you to have a nice aligned body. Left hip under the torso. Very good. That's it. Open the top shoulder a bit more, Annie. Yeah. Stretch as if somebody is really spreading your hands apart in the opposite direction. Beautiful. One more breath. And then exhale, bend the front knee. Knees over the ankle. Elbow over the knee. Press your right hip down so that you can see the back edge of your right foot. And then stretch the right arm by the body. Continue to breathe. Good. Breathe into that right side of the body. Revolve the right rib cage towards the sky for a final breath. And then slowly exhale. Coming. And then from here, what did we do? We did the half moon. So, step your back leg a little closer. Take your block. Move your hand with the block diagonally away from the little toe. Yeah? You can place the right hand on your hips initially. Transfer the weight. Lift the back leg. And start turning your right hip, your right toes, and your right knee towards the right. Flex the foot. That really engages the entire leg. So James, flex your foot and turn the toes towards the window. Very good. Yes, a little bit more. If you feel stable, maybe up arm. Just final couple of breaths. Feel free to come out if that's too much for you. If you can, look towards the top hand. Final challenge. And then arm and leg into a forward fold. Good. Let's inhale and come halfway up. Exhale, full forward fold, the entire palm on the floor. Bend the knees and jump back. Go through vinyasa. Inhale, lift up. Open the chest. Exhale, down dog. Take a deep inhale in through the nose and an exhale. Two more like this. And finally bring the knees down. Stretch the arms forwards and go for a well-deserved rest in child's pose. Noticing your breath. Also notice the mind, see if it's telling you things, stories. That work is horrible, I hate the side plank, when is she gonna stop? So whatever is happening, let it go and come back to your breathing. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose or the mouth. If your shoulders are tired, you can bring the arms by the side of the body and simply stay present in the moment. Observe the body, see what changes may have occurred. Notice any tensions or soreness. And let's take final 3 to 4 breaths before we slowly come back, sitting on our heels. So here my intention is to take you through the most difficult expression of a pose. Do as much as you can. I'll show an easier option. But you're going to need a strap. And with your strap, I'd like you to just make a loop in one end. So if you have this little buckle, you can use it, or simply maybe just tie it. And the loop needs to be big enough for your foot, for your ankle. So make it a little bit more generous. James, don't you have a strap? So you have to be able to, to just press, either press the ball of your foot against the strap or even use it around your ankle. So once you're ready, let's come on to all fours. Or actually, let's do something else. Lie on your side. Yeah. This is going to be a nice rest like a goddess. Have your strap nearby. And actually place it now around the ball of your foot or around your ankle. Yeah. And then find this position of the body, engage your core so that you're not rolling back and forth. Yeah. The body needs to be straight, legs are straight. Yeah. Loop that thing or belt around your foot, and then you're going to lift the leg up. And then you're going to aim for this L shape of the legs. It doesn't matter if your leg is a little lower, yeah? Try and maintain the balance. Good, excellent. Support your head, lengthen the spine. And then from here, you're going to try and lift the bottom leg a little bit without doing what I just did, yeah? A little bit, yeah? Let's do 10 little pulses, yeah? 4, 5, engage the core, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Rest. Maybe bend the knees a little bit. Give your bum a little massage if it's needed. So, we're going to attempt something a little bit more difficult now. Coming on your, what is that? Elbow. Okay, good. So then again, I don't want you to sink like this into your elbow. You need to really engage it. Push the floor away. And then from here, what are we going to do? Straighten the legs. Maybe release the strap for the moment. You're not going to need it. And then pushing with your left hand, help yourself to lift up into a plank on your elbow, but support yourself with the front arm. Yeah. If that feels easy, maybe stretch the top arm. Yeah. Just another breath or so. Use the option that works better for you. And then slowly release. Good. Let's lie on the side, stretch the body. Maybe interlace the fingers above the head. Hollow the belly. Really lengthen. Stretch. Good. So the next thing, and I'm going to show it to you first, we're going to come on our palm this time and on our knee. Palm and knee. Very important. Don't have your shoulder over the wrist if your wrist hurts. Pull it back. Yeah. Take also your strap. Make sure that it's looped around your foot because this will help you attempt the final version of the pose. Now that leg is down on the floor. So just as we did, we're going to lift the knee and stretch the other leg, maybe in front, maybe in the back. And maybe you can stack both legs. Yeah? So if you want to attempt lifting your leg with your strap, you can do that. If you want to stay where you are, maybe just lift the top arm. Keep hollowing your armpit. Keep pressing the floor, really pressing the floor and the hips up. Yeah? Try it for a few more breaths. Now, the final version is you catching your toe and maybe stretching. Good. Well done. So try it if you need to another time and then take a little rest of your choice. You can rest lying down or on your belly. Good. Rock and roll a few times. We have one more side to do. Great. Maybe once you come into a still place, maybe close the eyes for a moment and feel the two sides. There should be an energetic difference between the left side and the right side of the body. And calm the mind, calm the breath. It's all okay. Doesn't matter how much you can do today. There's no competition. Yoga is not about poses and shapes. It's about control. It's about managing the breath and quieting the mind. Whatever happens outside. Good. And then let's slowly bring the knees in towards the chest and roll a few times up and down along the spine. Sideways 2. And then you can do the trick where you jump through, crossing your feet, hands in front. And then let's come down on the floor, lying on the left side of the body. Stretch the left arm. Support your head like a goddess. Have some grapes. Good. Now, yes, Annie, well done. Loop your strap around your top foot. And with your hand, lift the leg up towards an L shape. Doesn't matter how high it goes. Make sure here you are keeping your balance. Engage the core. Tuck the tail under. And when you feel steady, let's lift the bottom leg 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. Good. You can relax the leg down, let go of the strap, and come on your elbow. Now, when you come on your elbow, I find it easy if my forearm is pointing forwards and is parallel to the short edge of the mat. Place your right hand just in front of your belly, maybe even cup. And then from here, and also much easier if you've got your elbow exactly under your shoulders this time. And engage and lift. So you can stay here supporting, or you can lengthen the top arm. And also if you want to prepare for the lift, maybe you can try and lift the top leg a few times, hold it, doesn't matter. And then let's relax. Good. Let's lengthen, really lengthen the entire body. Stretch, maybe interlace the fingers, point the toes, try not to roll back. And now we're going to prepare for the final version on the final side. So, sitting on your hips first. Again, make sure that the eye of your elbow is pointing between your thumb and index. Also, if your wrist hurts, don't have your shoulder over the wrist and don't sink into your shoulder. Really engage, push the floor, engage that shoulder. Very good. Now, let's straighten both legs. Or if you want to come in an easier way, probably right foot in front, lift. That will help you to lift. Coming on the outer edge of your back leg. Now we forgot the strap. So if you need to come back down to loop the foot, do that. When you're ready, stretch the top arm. Good. And then when you feel like you want to start lifting, maybe you need to wrap, yes, Benny, like that, in order to be able to lift that top leg further up. So what you need to do is to press the floor, shoulder back and away from the wrist, and press against the strap and pull the strap. So you are creating something like a tension system, pulling and pushing. So try it if you want one more time, whichever expression. You don't need to lift the bottom leg. Oops. Very good. Be careful of your wrists, engage the shoulder, push the floor. Excellent. And then let's relax and come into a cross-legged position or sit on your heels. Good. Maybe close the eyes. Bring the chin down. Lengthen the neck. And then if you feel like gently moving in a circle, you can just do that. Sometimes very soothing. If you need to do a few rolls in the neck, you can do that as well, maybe simultaneously. Just be really nice and gentle to yourself. This was a hard class. Well, now time to let go and enjoy a bit of relaxation. And let's change the direction if you're circling. Slow and easy, maybe closing the eyes. And then coming to a still seated position. Let's take a few moments to notice the breath. Seems like we've overrun our time. So I'll give an option here to continue in a seated meditation or to adopt Shavasana and allow the body to rest and fully relax, integrating the poses from today's practice. Wherever you are, try to have your entire face and body fully relaxed. If you're sitting, of course, you need to maintain your spine long, very gently engaging the belly. So if you decide to stay a little longer, you can do so. We've had a long, difficult class. Give yourself a bit of a rest. Or if you feel ready, you can slowly start coming back to your breath and the physical body. Thank you again for joining me and for turning up on the mat. See you next time.